Warning, this podcast contains spoilers.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the S10 on TV podcast for Supernatural, Season 10, Episode 7. I won't do a funny voice for this. Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, girls, girls.
Thank you. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me are Clio, as usual, and as not usual, Dom.
What's up?
I'm usually surrounded by women.
You're
Nothing
welcome.
has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I beat Clio to the joke, so.
Actually, I was going to make a joke.
Yeah.
I really wasn't.
You could have.
Right.
Totally
I really
could've. So, another, what almost seemed like a filler episode is actually more of the main story of this season episode, which they snuck in on us.
Yeah.
So,
They've been doing that a lot lately.
Sneaky sneakies.
there was a lot of sneaky this episode, and as I mentioned to Dom about a half hour ago when we were setting up for this, they threw me a curveball, and I liked it.
Yeah,
So-
we haven't had a curveball like that since the end of last season.
It's been a while, yeah. Like a real curveball. Anyway, so the redhead, the mystery lady from, 3 episodes ago? We finally find out who she is. Yeah.
Mhm.
She is Rowena. She is a witch.
She's Scottish as hell.
Oh, she's totally Scottish.
A
And
little Irish there, bro.
yeah, I know. I can't do either of them. So they blend. So it was easy to guess that she was an old and powerful witch. I mean, I think that was pretty much given. But could you have guessed that she was Crowley's mother?
Yeah.
You did?
I can't. Alright, so
Before or after we saw Crowley's
it was
face?
much later. It was literally like 5 seconds before he said anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone who was paying attention could have guessed it just by Crowley's face when he walked into that cell.
Mike and Nikki were actually the closest, and we were talking about this during pre-show. And Mike was like, "Yeah." So I was like, he said something about the Irish accent, and he goes, "Actually, no, it's Scottish." And then what? What did Nikki say?
Okay, yeah, it started off like that. It was like one of those like go to black for commercials, and this was right after we got introduced to her as a witch, and she's powerful and stuff like that. And Nikki goes, "Wow, she's a crazy mean witch," and I go, "Well, she's a crazy mean Irish witch now." She goes, "Was that Irish?" I go, "Oh, maybe it was a little Scottish." She goes, "Crowley's Scottish," and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Crowley's wife!"
Oh.
Yeah, so they thought it was his
You
wife.
were close.
I instantly went to mother because we knew Crowley had a son, so it was so long ago. But yeah.
Well, that's why I went to wife. Like, we knew Crowley had a son.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Wife was a crazy evil witch. But that, unfortunately, was not the case.
Was she that crazy that long ago?
I don't know.
Like, because I have a lot of questions about her, because if she's that old, and the Coven kicked her out, when did the Coven kick her out? When did she go crazy?
Probably
Does
a very
Crowley
long
have
time
any
ago.
powers? Or did Crowley have any powers when he was human?
When he was human, he did.
Yeah.
He was a witch when he was human. We knew that much.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, it was revealed
Yeah,
You knew that?
not
was
too
that,
long ago.
Yeah, that was that whole backstory. Remember when they were trying to find Crowley and burn his remains,
Yeah.
and they went to Scotland or whatever, and
Yeah.
dug them up. And, yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah,
said he was
yeah.
a powerful witch or whatever, and
That was the Bobby episode.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that episode. I don't remember them saying he was a witch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said he was some kind of witch, or he dabbled, or something. Was he was powerful?
She's a witch!
He's a witch! Burn him!
I would like to see.
Burn it!
I'd like to see the moment when Crowley became a demon. I hope we get
I
that
would love that
flashback
too,
at some
yeah.
point.
That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe, I mean, especially since his mom's in the picture, he's probably going to be in episodes a lot more frequently.
Yeah. So, well, we already know he's a main star in this season. So.
No, I know, but what I mean is, he hasn't been in the last 2 episodes, and the one before that he was only in like 5 seconds. And
Right.
Well, he
so-
wasn't in a lot of this episode either. But anyway, speaking of demons, well, I have comments on this in a moment. What do we think about demons getting into the sex trafficking business?
I was surprised it wasn't something they were already involved in.
Me too.
I'm
I
more
could say.
surprised that Crowley was upset that they were involved in it.
Yeah, I was kind of a shock. Like, really, Crowley, you don't condone this? Like, this hasn't been a thing for the last 3 centuries?
I'm sure if Dean was still a demon and he was the one that, like, suggested this, it would have been fine.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
Yeah, but Crowley's, got eyes only for Dean. So.
Speaking of Dean, how unlucky or dim-witted, I guess you could say, are these demons? Like, Dean wound up there figuring it out by accident.
Yeah.
Like, he thought he was on a date. And, by the way, Dean on Tinder or whatever. Come on, Impala 67
You know what?
standing
Listen,
there
I
on...
didn't write a question in there in the notes because I actually forgot about that. I think my mind is actively blocking it.
What? Dean standing there with his leg up on the car, looking all like, "Hey, ladies." Her face.
How would he do that?
You gotta get him, like...
He's going, I never pay for ass, but he's on Tinder. It's like, come on, dude.
You gotta get the picture of him
doing that.
rocking his leg as a guitar while he was singing Eye of the Tiger. That has to be his profile picture.
Exactly.
God.
That's hilarious. That should be it.
That should totally be it. But Sam, I'm like, the way he's saying this sounds too good to be true. Like, I'm thinking, what is he going to suggest, that it's a spam bot? That it's a 67-year-old man named Ted? And then,
Yeah, it's a trucker named Bruce.
All right, that was it. Bruce.
A trucker named Bruce.
Does that look like a Bruce? No.
I wish he would have said yes for no other reason.
Does that look like a Bruce to you? Yeah, actually, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, it does.
You don't know. Check yourself. Check
But
your
yeah. Sex trafficking. Demons. It goes together. It's shocking that it wasn't a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think Crowley...
I mean, I gotta find some
Crowley's
demons
not
right
good.
now. You said Tinder for this? This is where I find some hot demons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to sell your soul that you don't have because you're a vampire?
Yeah,
Well, I think Crowley didn't want to have anything to do with sex trafficking, and I think there are other things he's not wanted to be involved in. Not because he's got any good in him, but just he's like, he doesn't want to bother. Like, it's just too much more trouble worth.
What did he say? It's so cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
with a
Crowley
demon.
does hate cliches. He's a drama queen like that.
He is, yeah. So, Crowley's mommy, Rowena, she's after new recruits, or so it seems. That's what she was she took 2 hookers for. Now, why one specifically them? It's just because opportune moment, 2 women in a vulnerable situation I could take advantage of, and how long has it been since the coven kicked her out, if that was even a true story?
look, I found a demon.
Please don't tell me you're just showing us some random woman on Tinder.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hi, random woman.
I don't know. She could be a demon.
Okay. Well.
I mean, if you're watching this podcast, demon girl, just hook me up.
Give
me them
No.
You met Dom?
You can find him on the twits at the Phenomenon.
Give me them digits, or yeah, you can find me down there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I was trying to think whether she picked that brothel on purpose, or that strip club on purpose, because she knew demons were running it, and she specifically wanted to kill some demons, and then, hey, there just happened to be ladies, or she knew that freeing these ladies would give a stronger bond. Like, hey, look,
Hey, look, I saved you 2 men who were selling your bodies for sex.
It seems like
Follow
she wants
me.
to stay pretty low key, so I don't think she was trying to attract attention with demons.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
She
go with
seemed ready to kill a demon.
She's low key, but then at the same time she's overly elaborate with like her kills.
Yeah.
So she doesn't do a very good job of hiding them. Dean said they were pinned to the ceiling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
you're right. She's got a flare.
yeah, and this, like, what was it? Another hunter had described some people were pinned to ceilings, and whether or not they were demon people or people, we don't know.
Right, and then she made a demon. She threw a hex bag at a demon. He caught it, and then he just coughed his guts up.
Yeah, and that's what made me think she was going after or at least targeting this strip club because they were run by demons.
Mm-hmm.
She was prepared to kill a demon.
Yeah, she's definitely prepared. I don't know
And
how
she
many
sort of
little
walked
hex bags
in,
she has carrying, like how many she has carrying with her. But
Yeah.
she could just have a few different types on hand to deal with any type of supernatural creatures she comes across.
Yeah, but she seemed to walk in the club like knowing what was up.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
I mean, you're right, because she seemed pretty knowledgeable. Like, she knew right away that the prostitute girls would not go over in that little restaurant that they went to.
Yeah.
She handled that situation quickly. So, yeah, she seems to know what's up. So, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one for once, Clio.
And then she winds up. Anybody she casts a spell on, their brains wind up boiling out of their skulls.
Yeah, their boins end up broiling.
Their boins, end up broiling.
Out of their skull.
Out of their skull. Their boins.
Their boins.
We're going to broil your boins.
Mm-hmm.
That is a horrible, horrible method of execution I can use in a D&D campaign.
Oh, God, don't do that.
Broiling your boins.
Yeah, we're going to broil your boins. Oh, I can see it now. So off topic, but I can see it now. I love it. Where was I? Yeah, boiling the brains.
Mm-hmm.
It's unintentional side effect. Maybe intentional. Who knows? She could be evil. She is evil.
Did it also cause the one that was nearby to expel? Or did he forcefully eject himself?
He said
forcefully ejected. He was the one who was the construction worker.
Right.
He went to go tell Crowley.
And he told him, I smoked out. And,
Okay, I couldn't tell if that was a side effect of just being the proximity to the hex bag, or if he's just like, get me the fuck out of here.
He went, oh shit, bounce.
Yeah, like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, the actual demon, not meat suit, coughing its own guts up and dying. I
love when Sam was like, is this him all over the floor?
Yeah.
I thought, oh cool, the person's gonna live, and then he was dead in his vomit. I was like, oh, he didn't live.
Yeah. That's fun. So, for an old, seemingly all-powerful witch who can dispatch a demon by throwing a bag at it, do you think she was tricked a little too easily when the demons knocked on the door with the bellhop with the slit throat?
Yeah, it's a little easy.
I mean,
also a little cocky.
I guess she was a little cocky at that point. It's like, you gonna try out those spells I have written down. I don't read Spanish.
I'm curious if she has some kind of insight into the future.
Well, then she got too easily duped.
Because if she does have some insight into the future, she would have known that she would have gotten out of all these situations easily. But then that doesn't really explain Crowley at the end. So.
Unless she wanted to find her son.
But she didn't seem very shocked.
No.
Like, Crowley was just like sitting there like, oh, wow, mother.
But we also.
And she was just kind of like, you rotten scum, whatever. Like, so obviously Crowley's not in the same body that he was in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that because she didn't know that was him.
Right.
Yeah.
Or he is in the same body and he lost her. She lost him at no, because Crowley recognized her.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it took him a few weeks. There, like, I think it was more of the way she was talking to him that clicked it in his head.
Yeah. Unless Crowley recognized her from a picture, then.
What do you mean?
Like, had an old family photograph or something and recognized her that way, then that would be the only explanation of how he could be in the same body and, like, lost her at an early year, and she wouldn't recognize him. Because I don't know why Crowley would be so concerned with keeping his bones so many episodes ago if the body was... Or was that his spirit, his soul?
Yeah, because he was dead and buried his body was dead because he was a soul that was tortured in hell until it became a demon.
Right.
Yep.
And then that's his meat suit.
Okay.
He's
So
wearing a meat suit.
that's his Castiel suit, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's why the bones were such a big deal, because that if they burn the bones, then his demon would die as
Right.
a demon.
Okay.
All right. There's so much confusing stuff. Not really that confusing, but in Crowley's case, maybe. Now,
Listen, it's 10 years of shit.
it's 10 years of shit, yeah. This leads us right into our next question. Very well, actually. What happens now that Rowena is in the prison in hell?
I think that now...
Crowley's gonna embrace her.
You
Mama!
think?
Yeah.
I think it's
Mama,
going to
where
depend on
you
whether she
been?
wanted to be there or not.
That's also true.
If she wanted to get taken there so she could see Crowley.
It's very possible.
Because she was mocking, oh, so you're the king of hell here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
big
look,
bad.
all hail the king.
Yeah.
Big bad. Well, like,
We didn't see her face after he said mother.
Right.
So we don't know if she knows or not.
It's true.
We don't know if
She probably
She
does.
seemed like she didn't care who he was at first. So we don't
Yeah,
know. I'm leading to believe that she doesn't know that that's her son.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, I can see it go either way.
well, it could go either way.
yeah.
I'm just completely curious at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've talked about Crowley's mom.
Mama Crowley.
Crowley. Things we've left out so far. Let's get back to Dean and what's his face catching up to him.
What's
Yo,
his face?
listen, I forgot about that too.
I know you. Did.
What's his face?
I did awesome with the
What's
notes,
his name?
guys.
Was his name Cole?
Awesome. Who cares?
Yeah, no, it was
Little prick.
No, it's not Cole. Caleb?
No, that's you're going into the originals now.
No, I'm not.
Kayla?
Caleb is the
That's
Kay-
my cousin's
Kai.
name.
Kai.
Is it Kai?
Also,
No,
Sky.
I thought it was Cole. No, now we're in the
It's
wrong
Coulson?
place. No,
Coulson. He's alive.
Anyway, this guy catches up with Dean, and I love Dean's reaction. Like, man, we really got to work on your timing.
He's like, doesn't understand. He's just
I just love
Like-
that.
precious baby. Please just sit down and shut up. Give me the gun.
I just love it how he like splashes the holy water. Like, I know you kind of,
Dean
I
is
know
like-
all about your kind.
Cole.
Not a demon.
It was Cole. Haha. Yeah,
Congrats.
catches up, and then the two of them go on an epic beatdown fight. So, is that the last we see of Cole?
No.
I don't know. He walks away really dejected. Like last time he walked away and you could tell he had that fire in
Purpose,
his belly
yeah.
still. He walked away this time and it was just like, okay, I'm gonna go home now, guys.
Do you think he's going to become a hunter?
I do. I
Yeah, me
100% think he's
I
gonna
mean,
come
that's
out.
what I thought last time. And the only reason he went after the demons was to get to Dean.
Yeah.
And now that he's given up on Dean, I don't see him being a hunter.
Well, you know what? I didn't see Sam becoming a hunter after episode 1. But you know what?
is
So if Cole goes back home and his wife gets pinned to the ceiling in a burst of flames,
true.
then that might provoke Cole to seeking revenge.
True.
Because they did bring his family into it. That was a big thing. Sam's like, I know you have a family. I heard you talking to your wife. I think he said he had a daughter, something like that.
Son.
A son.
Oh, maybe it is a daughter. I forget.
Yeah.
Because we saw them in the first episode.
Okay, it's been so long, I forgot.
Also,
But
yeah.
at that point, it's like, so you're bringing family into it, so now something tragic has to happen to the family. It's gotta. You can't just, like, do that, walk away. Nobody has, like, a peaceful escape in this show.
You're right.
he might. You never know.
No. Nobody does. Look at Dean's wife. What happened with her?
They didn't get married.
Well, they came
She's not
close.
dead either.
I thought something bad happened to her.
Well, they went through some trauma. Their memories were erased, but they were fine.
Yeah, they were.
But
they
the
wound
point
up
is, they're
okay.
always going to have that hole in their memory, and then
Or is it Sam's girlfriend? I don't even remember.
Sam's fiance thing.
Well, not that
Nope.
one. I mean, like in season 7.
I don't
Oh, the
know.
one with the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the dog.
I thought she went back to her ex-husband.
Did she? I thought she died. I
No.
just assumed that...
No. Her dead boyfriend came back from
The dead.
the war. The war like it's World War II.
He just came back.
He just came back.
He came back and she went back to him.
Now,
Anytime somebody leaves the show, I just assume they're dead.
Interesting part of season 7.
you got to assume they're dead.
I just
or they're
assume
dying.
everybody's dead on this show.
It's a good assumption. But
Like, did the dog make it?
I don't remember. Like I said, to me that was the least interesting part of season 7.
I don't know. Getting us back on track here.
We're still talking supernatural. It's not that far off track.
No, I know. Speaking of Cole, it's nice to know. It's nice to how was I going to put this? Dean didn't know. Dean killed his father because he was a monster. He doesn't know what kind of monster it is.
He said he's never seen it again.
He says, "I've never seen it before, and I've never seen it again."
Right.
So what? That's pretty cool, I guess. Nice that they haven't seen everything.
Cole is also whatever his father was.
There's that.
Ooh, can that happen? That'd be infinitely more interesting than Cole becoming a hunter.
It can, and it may take
It'd be
something
cool.
that triggers it. It could be like it's a curse or something.
Like mutant powers.
Mutant powers. And on that note, the whole speech Dean gave him, all of this stuff, like Dean saying, I'm beyond saving and all that stuff. It's obviously true, and
He 100% believes it. He does.
Yeah,
I don't think it's true, but Dean believes it.
Yeah, and Dean's like, oh no, I was just telling him what he needed to hear.
Because Sam was
all that
like,
stuff. This is like how many episodes now he's done that shit?
Sam is like, dude, you literally said this thing, and then Dean is like, no, I don't believe it, and Sam's like, fucking no, you're lying.
It's like 7 seasons ago, so like 3 or 4 seasons now. 7 seasons into, not ago. But like for the last 3 or 4 seasons, the brothers have like given up on themselves. Like Sam's given up on himself, Dean's given up on himself. They never give up on each other. My cat's like mauling this thing in the other room. So I'm gonna go take care of that. But yeah, they just like
my cat went to sleep up there.
They've given up on themselves. They don't give up on each other, but they give up on themselves. Like this is a running theme for the last like 4 seasons.
I know. It is a running theme, and there he goes to get rid of the cat.
Yeah, I mean, it's infuriating because Sam knows that Dean is lying, and he still, won't just say it. He won't say, hey, Dean, I know you're lying. Stop being such a piece of shit. Stop being a pizza shit.
Stop being a pizza shit.
Stop being a pizza shit.
I'm hungry.
And
I got it.
Dom's hungry
I got
now.
the ball.
face up already.
This right here.
Oh, I love those things.
That's what the cat...
I was a cat.
The cat carries it in its mouth, and it walks all over the place, and then it can't talk, so it starts, making these noises because it can't breathe. So that's what that was. It doesn't want to put it down.
If I was a cat, that would be the toy that I would go crazy over.
Your cat's a genius. And on the note of things we have... The last major thing we haven't talked about at all yet for this episode... And I quote, thank you for these words, Chrissy. Hannah, what the hell even? What the heck even?
Nice job quoting there, bro. Listen, okay, I watched that, I was like, alright, it's gonna be some, revelation, and she's gonna be, all for the cause, but it's the exact fucking opposite, and it's like, why did we go through all of that with you just for you to bounce? It's like, you made all this unnecessary tension, and then you just left.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
So, she's becoming more and more human, right? We already saw that. We had even Castiel mentioned, that he was what was his name? Novak.
Jimmy Novak.
Jimmy Novak. Yeah. So she's becoming more and more human. She's been feeling that, right? So she's kind of been morphing. She is apprehensive because she knows Castiel doesn't feel the same way, so she wants to leave. So she books it back to heaven now, right? She didn't kill herself. She booked it back to heaven.
No, I know, but she's gone.
Right? So now, with her up in heaven, this causes problems. Because who else is up in heaven but Metatron? So now
is she gonna be idiot? Is she
with
gonna
these
be
human
dumb?
emotions that she has, and remember what she wanted to do just recently with Castiel? to save his grace. Now, what if Metatron offers a deal to save humanity and the?
I don't know. I thought we were getting more Pizza Man comments when she like just dropped her clothes off completely. Like, I'm going to take a shower. We don't need to shower. I was waiting for that to go somewhere. For Cass to just like completely be like,
I just blew Cleo's mind and she's no longer happy.
I know.
No, I was so mad. I'm like, you're gonna leave Cass by himself to do whatever difficult job he's got to do. I mean, sure, he's got grace. He's not an invalid now, but I don't know.
And now on top of that, he's Googling his vessel.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
but
she
listen,
brings up good
there's
points.
There's a problem that
Super hash roll.
Super hash roll.
There's a problem Supernatural has right now. There's a problem Supernatural has right now, and it's that it doesn't have this like steady female characters anymore.
Right.
Hannah could have been that, and she's gone.
I don't feel like she was a strong enough female lead.
She could have been.
Well, just the way the angels are portrayed, I don't foresee any angel female lead taking that role.
Yeah, me neither. And to quote Omikins when that was all done, she's like, "Oh, finally Hannah's gone." I'm like, "Really?" She goes, "Oh yeah, all that shit was just like good. Get the fuck out of here." For like, nah.
I didn't like her for who she was. Like, I didn't like who she was, but there was so much room for her to grow, and she did. But then she left, and I'm like, you set that up, and then you just let it go, and it's gone.
Yeah. But
that's to say that, but that's me thinking she's not gonna come back, like, ever.
Yeah, well,
right.
Like, that seemed like a very final exit.
Yeah, they kind of did give it that, but you know what? The character's still there. Just take a new vessel.
But
she doesn't want to.
She doesn't want to.
That's the
only reason she left that vessel is because she couldn't stand to take it away from its family.
Right, exactly.
Referring to that woman as an it.
An it.
Today's a weird day for me.
Do you think that's gonna affect Cass now? Because like Mike said, he's Googling his vessel.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna affect him.
Like, I took this man away from his family twice.
But I think Castiel needs to go back to the Winchesters because they'll set him straight. Because Cass is gonna think.
So stealing vessels is right. That's setting him straight.
Setting him straight that he has a job to do.
So they also got to realize they're not Well, okay.
Yeah, vessels are willing.
Yeah, in the case of Cass, his vessel's willing, and I mean the vessels have to be willing.
All vessels have to be willing, or they'll degrade.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that the thing? A vessel has to be willing.
They have to consent to it.
They have to pray and say, "Yeah, I will be a vessel."
Right.
So all vessels are willing. For angels.
Well, they're all willing, but I think that the deal is that certain people can't handle.
Once it's happened, yeah, okay.
Right, yeah, because remember last season they were putting angels into, they were all willing vessels, but it just so happened that their body couldn't handle that specific angel for whatever reason, and then we have Blood Fountain.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I
don't know. This is gonna fuck Cass up.
Yeah, it's gonna mess with his head. But I was gonna say something important and I forgot. Something about. Something about.
Please don't stab me.
Stab.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Anyway, next episode. I mentioned this because we were talking about strong female character.
I know.
Next episode is going to have Miss Sheriff Jody Mills.
Excellent.
But the thing, I love Jody Mills. She's great, but she's a guest star.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the only problem.
There is no constant female presence in the show.
No, there is no constant. But yeah.
But does every show have to have that gender balance?
No, I'm not asking for a gender balance. I'm asking for one permanent female cast member. That's it. That's not a gender balance. Does it need it? That's not a gender balance because there are still so many more male characters than female characters. But
no, I understand that, but
Please give me a strong lady. We used to have so many strong ladies on the show, and there's none now.
I understand the desire for it, and I'm not saying that it would be bad to have one. I'm just saying, does the show need one?
I think it does, because we've seen
It wouldn't
the show.
hurt. I mean,
We've seen the show with strong female characters all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know if it would. I don't know if it's absolutely at this point in the show. I don't know if it's 100% needed, but it definitely couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Maybe I'll change that opinion in a couple episodes and be like, yeah, it's absolutely desperately needed. Maybe
But
after the next
it's
episode.
Or maybe
also,
we'll
like-
get one, and then you'll be like, damn, I wish she was dead.
But it's also a desire for, well, yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, it's a strong female character, and then Nikki, and they're just like, she needs to die. Like, come on. Give her a chance, like 5 minutes. That's all.
She needs to die.
No, first impressions are everything.
They kind of are. Anyway, we get...
Sorry.
Here's the next episode. It's called Hibbing 911, or Hibbing 911. Jody Mills reluctantly attends a mandatory sheriff's retreat. That right there just sounds like an episode in and of itself.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Jody at the mandatory retreat.
It's just
And-
her like this.
Mm-hmm.
Did we already have like this spa type episode that she was in not too long ago?
She wasn't in the spa episode, was she?
I thought she
No.
came in at the end or something.
I don't think so.
I did love that spa episode, though.
That spa episode was pretty good. Anyway,
Watching
So-
Sam teach yoga.
oh my god, I can't even. Images in head now. Anyway, she goes to this retreat and is partnered with an overeager sheriff named Donna, who wants to bond. Oh boy. Just as Jody thinks things can't get any worse, a body with just strings of meat and skin hanging off the bones is discovered. While the local sheriffs blame an animal attack, Jody knows better and calls Sam and Dean.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that's going to be interesting.
I mean, I wonder if it's gonna have any connection to Rowena or Crowley or Cass, because I don't want another filler episode. We just had a little taste of plot. I want that to keep going.
They teased us with plot.
They teased us with plot.
Have some plot, and now we will give you 2 more.
Yeah, I just googled Hibbing because I don't know what the hell a Hibbing is. Apparently, it's a
It's a city in Minnesota.
So,
Huh.
so it looks like this episode's taking place in Minnesota.
Hooray!
Well, thank you, Google, for telling us the current temperature in Hibbing, Minnesota. The current
What?
temperature is 17 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Yeah.
With a 10-mile-an-hour wind.
Coming from the southeast, 74% humidity. So it is a cold, breezy, humid night.
Yep.
great.
Yup. So, unless you guys got anything else to mention, I believe that's our show.
No.
I just wanted to say, because you went along with you kept going with the thing before I finished my thought. But I think all shows should strive to have like a diverse cast.
I don't.
Oh yeah, I got nothing against
Because
that.
inclusion and things like that. That's all I wanted to say. I think that should just be something that...
I don't disagree with diversity. Like, I definitely think if you can work it in and it works well, do it. But don't force it either. Because
No,
if it's forced, then it's
It's
just...
like Hannah.
It's not
That
good.
clearly
Yeah.
was forced.
It's not going to feel genuine. It's not going to feel natural. If you can do it naturally and get it to work, do it. But I'm just saying, don't force a strong female lead on us because you
Oh, I'm not talking about lead.
Well, I'm just saying. Anyway,
Just...
Presence. Like, look at season
Don't-
2
okay, so
and 3. We
don't
had
force
Ellen
a female
as
presence on us if it's going to not work properly.
And I miss
Right.
Joe.
Yeah, we had Ellen and Joe, and Ellen was that strong female presence. While she wasn't in many episodes, she was,
Hey,
she was there.
Yeah. Well, Hannah's like she's not going anywhere. She's still around.
Oh, no,
she's gonna
she's
be
not
up in
going anywhere.
heaven.
I
she's
don't know.
around,
That was
but she's
very
Gonna-
like...
up in heaven,
Goodbye,
buddy
Cass.
buddy with Metatron.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Well, because Cass
Yes.
doesn't go. Cass isn't up visiting heaven.
And also, I like the character of Ellen and a character like that. Dean was terrified of her.
Yeah.
Like, Dean was absolutely piss scared of this
Oh,
woman.
because she was going to beat the crap out of him at any moment.
Yes. So, a character like that. Like, yeah.
I don't know, but I think Supernatural is that kind of show that just, like, people die left and right, willy-nilly. It is hard to keep those kinds of characters around.
Yeah.
Supernatural. That's the quote of the evening, I'm sorry.
What?
Supernatural. You. Tongue-tying. Brain. I'm tired and I'm sick.
I'm done. Yeah, that's it. We're good.
That's our show. So, Dom, where can they find you?
On Tinder.
We're just gonna skip right over that. Clio, where can they find you?
You can find me at Clio Moto. Doing my nails badly.
They don't look badly from here.
Thank you.
Wait, hold them up again? Okay, that's... I thought I saw that they were inverted color patterns on both hands, and I was like, did my brain just completely do that? And I'm like...
Mike can't see color patterns anyway because he's colorblind.
Well, this is red. Is that a color you have problems with?
He can't see any colors.
To be perfectly honest, I thought it was black.
No, it's red.
Now it's red. The closer you get to the camera, the more red it appears. I'm thinking it's just something to do with the webcam. Now, as you draw it back, it gets blacker and blacker.
Mike can't see colors. Everything is in black and white to him.
You can find me on Twitter at that. I hope it's there, because I didn't even look. It's there. Thank you, Dom. You can find me there on Twitter at Thiladrin. You can find all of us on YouTube at ASOTV Podcast, all one word. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Gmail, MySpace. I don't want to fake cough the MySpace because I'll start hacking and I won't be able to finish this out. So that's our show. You can follow us there for more podcasts or some of your favorite TV shows. Have a lovely evening, night, day, time, whatever. And to quote John in chat, beef shits.
Yeah, I was just gonna yell at him to stop talking about shit.
Oh.
I just took a pizza shit. It was painful.
I told him to counter it with beer.
And then beef shits.
I don't know where that came from.
Because you get all blocked up because of the mozzarella, and then you drink the beer to give you the beer shits, and then it neutralizes it.